Hello everybody. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 502, The Whispering Cottage. Sad ending. Intermediate. The old cottage at the edge of Willow Village was a grim sight, its windows black and its walls choked with ivy. Villagers whispered of ghosts, claiming voices spoke from inside at night, revealing secrets best forgotten. Emily, a young woman who scoffed at ghost stories, needed a cheap place to study. The cottage's low rent was perfect. "It's just an old house," she said, unpacking her books and flashlight. On her first night, a faint whisper woke her. "Find the truth," it murmured, like wind through branches. Her pulse quickened. She searched the cottage, flashlight in hand, but found only dust and shadows. "I'm tired," she told herself, though sleep was hard to find. The whispers grew stronger each night. "Dig beneath the floor," they demanded. Emily tried to focus on her studies, but the voices invaded her dreams, showing a dark figure pointing to the kitchen. By the fifth night, fear and curiosity overwhelmed her. She grabbed a shovel from the shed and tore up the kitchen floorboards. Her hands trembled as she dug into the dirt. After an hour, she hit something, a wooden box. Inside were old letters and a locket with a young woman's photo. The letters told a grim tale. A century ago, Clara lived here. Villagers called her a witch and buried her alive under the floor. Her spirit, the letters warned, would curse anyone who disturbed her rest. Emily's heart sank. The whispers grew angry, hissing, "You should not have." Terrified, Emily went to the village historian, Mr. Grayson. She showed him the letters, hoping for help. His face darkened. "You've made a mistake," he said. "Clara's spirit is vengeful. The village tried to forget her for a reason." He refused to help, warning Emily to leave the cottage. But Emily couldn't afford to move. She returned, hoping the whispers would stop. They didn't. They grew louder, sharper, filling the air with rage. "You woke me," they screamed. Objects moved on their own. Books fell, doors slammed. Emily's dream turned to nightmares of Clara's pale face, her eyes burning with hate. Desperate, Emily tried to burn the letters, thinking it might free Clara's spirit. The flames only made the whispers shriek louder. One night, as Emily sat trembling, the locket flew open. Clara's photos stared at her, and the air grew icy. The whispers became a deafening roar. "You are mine!" Emily fled the cottage, but the whispers followed, echoing in her mind. She moved to a new town, but the voices never stopped. They spoke in her sleep, her waking hours, driving her to exhaustion. She couldn't study, couldn't work. The village ignored her pleas, fearing Clara's curse. Emily grew pale, her eyes hollow, as if Clara's spirit drained her life. Years later, the cottage stood empty, but villagers swore they heard two voices now, Clara's and another, weeping. Emily was gone, some said to a hospital, others to a place where spirits claimed their own. The locket left behind still lay in the cottage, its photo now showing two faces, Clara's and Emily's, trapped forever. Vocabulary notes. Whisper, noun, verb. Definition, noun, a soft, quiet sound or speech. Verb, to speak very quietly. Example, on her first night, a faint whisper woke her. Context, the whisper is Clara's ghostly voice, setting a creepy tone. Similar words, murmur, noun, verb, a soft, low sound, e.g., a murmur came from the shadows. Hiss, noun, verb, a sharp, menacing sound, e.g., the hiss of wind chilled her. Mutter, verb, to speak quietly, often unclearly, e.g., he muttered a warning. Note for learners, whisper suggests secrecy or eeriness. Use it for quiet, mysterious sounds or speech. Vengeful adjective. Definition: wanting to harm or punish someone for a wrong done. Example: Clara's spirit is vengeful, he said. You've made a mistake. Context: describes Clara's angry spirit, driving the horror in the sad ending. Similar words: vindictive adjective. Seeking revenge, e.g. her vindictive actions scared everyone. Malicious adjective, intending harm, e.g. the malicious glare unnerved him. Spiteful adjective, acting with ill will, e.g. his spiteful words hurt deeply. Note for learners: vengeful is strong, implying a desire to punish. Use it in stories about anger or revenge. Tremble, verb, noun. Definition: verb, to shake from fear or cold. Noun, a shaking movement. Example: her hands trembled as she dug into the dirt. Context: shows Emily's fear while uncovering Clara's grave, a key horror moment. Similar words: shiver, verb, noun, to shake from cold or fear, e.g. she shivered in the dark. Quiver, verb, noun, a slight trembling, e.g. her voice quivered with terror. Shake, verb, noun, to move back and forth, e.g. the ground shook under her. Note for learners: tremble is vivid for fear or cold. Practice using it in scary or emotional contexts. Curse, noun, verb. Definition: noun, a spell or wish causing harm. Verb, to wish harm on someone. Example: Clara's spirit is vengeful. The village tried to forget her for a reason. Context: implies Clara's spirit curses Emily, central to the tragic outcome. Similar words: hex, noun, verb, a harmful spell, e.g. the witch cast a hex on the village. Jinx, noun, verb, a cause of bad luck, e.g. he felt jinxed after the accident. Spell, noun, a magical influence, e.g. the house was under a dark spell. Note for learners: curse is common in horror or supernatural harm. It can also mean swearing in casual use. Relentless adjective. Definition: continuing without stopping or weakening, unyielding. Example: the whispers returned, now inside her head, relentless. Context: describes the unending torment of Clara's whispers, intensifying the horror. Similar words: unceasing adjective, never stopping, e.g. the unceasing noise drove her mad. Persistent adjective, continuing stubbornly, e.g. his persistent calls annoyed her. Incessant adjective, ongoing without pause, e.g. the incessant rain was depressing. Note for learners: relentless emphasizes something unstoppable. Use it for intense ongoing actions or feelings. Story written by Grok 3 AI. Image created by Grok 3 AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.